fixing a small problem with my Toyota Tundra bed, just to make it a little bit more useful. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive FST. That's right, today I'm going to fix just a small problem with my Toyota Tundra bed. And this is really just to make it more useful, particularly for me. And what I'm talking about is hauling things back here that you don't want to have end up there when you get home, like groceries or little things that roll around, whatever it might be that you would put here in the back. Now, if you haven't noticed, the Tundra has some slots on the sides, right? There's a slot there, and there's a slot right over there. Now, the idea with that, of course, is to put something in that slot so that you can keep it at the front of the bed, you know, like right up here. Again, like I said, groceries, small things, stuff like that. So, I kind of had the idea, and this isn't a new idea, but I put what I call a Gladi board in my Jeep Gladiator for the same reason. It has some slots on the sides there, and I put a board there to hold things from rolling around and stuff. So, what I'm going to do, and on this truck, because I've put a thicker bed mat in here, this is actually just a horse stall mat. I trimmed the end and put it in between the wheel wells. It works really, really well. But it raises things up about 3/4 of an inch, actually about an inch with the little nubs that are underneath it. So I'm going to use a 2x6 as opposed to a 2x4. Normally I would use a 2x4 because it's just lighter, you know, easier to manipulate if you want. But a 2x6 will work better because it's already elevated a little bit. So what I've got, and I just happen to have a 2x6 in my garage that, believe it or not, is exactly the right length. So if you're interested in doing this, what is the length? Well, I will show you right here. It is 66¼ inches. You can see right there, 66¼ inches. So if you're interested in doing something like this yourself, you'll need a board of some height, 66¼ inches long. Now, a lot of people use 2x10s, which are actually 2x9½. But 2x10s, that gives you a taller board, obviously, if you don't want things to fall over it. You know, me, I think a 2x6 is plenty. Even if I set a bucket or something there, it's not going to jump over and end up in the front of the truck. But let me say, you can't just put a board in there. That's no good. You've got to schmooze it up a little bit, dress it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got some flat black paint, and you can do this any way that you want, but I'm going to paint the board flat black, and then I'm going to put some kind of a message, I don't know what, in the middle of the board. Well, the Gladiator, mine says Gladiator on it, but I'm going to do something else for the Tundra. Well, obviously it's not going to be Gladiator. I just haven't decided what yet. Maybe the channel name, Rob Motive FST, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe Tundra. Maybe something completely different. I haven't decided. You'll have to stay tuned in the future for that. But let's go ahead, get the board painted up, and then I'll make a decision while I'm doing this as to what I'm going to put on the board. Sticker has come in, the decal or decal, depending on where you're from, for the board for the Toyota Tundra. So I've got it all lined up down here. You guys can see we're just doing the finishing touches, actually putting it on the board. So I thought I'd let you guys join in for that part of it. I have it all stuck down. I measured it out a little bit. Hopefully it is straight. If not, it is what it is, because it is what it is. So I've got it laid down. The decal, by the way, comes from a company called Vinyl Status. If anybody's interested in any kind of vinyl stuff, they do fantastic work there. This is the, I don't know, third or fourth thing I think I've gotten from them, and everything they've done so far has been pretty darn good. So anyway, let's go ahead. I'm just making sure the stickers themselves get stuck to the wood, so that when I pull the top part off of here, they actually stay on the board. I mean, that's kind of the idea, right? Board has had plenty of time to dry. I think it took me about maybe a week or so to get the stickers in. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and finish rubbing these down. That's about it. I think that's good. So now it's time to pull the outer film off and leave behind just the sticker or the decal. That's the general idea. Hopefully none of my paint peels off. Let's go ahead and see if I can manage to do this. Okay, it's all done. You guys can see it right there. Let's go out and put it in the truck. There you go. It is a nice snug fit, as you could tell. The Tundra, as I mentioned before, I think does have slots in the sides. Obviously that's for a board like what I have right there. So that is the finished bed board, if you will, for the Toyota Tundra. I think it's awesome. I think it looks great. Just a simple little thing, obviously not real complicated, but it'll keep stuff when I sit it here in the front or the back from rolling up against the front, which is exactly the reason I put it in there. So came out pretty well. Anyway, that is the bed board, or the Gladdy board if you look at my Jeep videos, but the bed board for the Toyota Tundra. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you have something like that? Did you go to the extreme that I did? Some people have done them even nicer. They really put a lot of work into them and they look pretty nice. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of it. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my soon to be changing 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay creative out there. Bye.